Yeah, he has to. You got any weapons on you, sir? No? Can you
No.
step right here for me? You turn around, put your hands up on the car for me. I appreciate it. No, you are being arrested, sir. You are a convicted felon and you got 3 guns in the car. One underneath your seat, one underneath your seat, one in the box, and one up. All right, sir. You can explain it to the judge.
Thank you for my kids, though. All 3 of them. I don't regret none of them. But I regret you. I don't regret my kids. You're a good daddy. You all right. I don't regret them. None of them. Not none of them. But you. I regret you. I'm too good for you. I've always been too good for you. You know I'm too good for you.
Welcome back to Juicy Pulse, your daily dose of scandal and glamour. Let's spill the tea on today's biggest celebrity stories. Offset just got arrested. And the charge? Allegedly threatening to end Cardi B's life. Yep, you heard that right. The streets are in full panic mode. Everyone knew things were rocky between them, but nobody thought it was this deep. Ever since Cardi filed for divorce back in July, Offset's been acting all kinds of wild. One day, he's online crying for her back. The next, he's spilling her private convos and throwing major shade all over social media. It's been messy, straight up humiliating to watch. But now, Offset might have finally taken things way too far. Cardi just went live and dropped a bomb. She says Offset's been making some seriously disturbing threats. Not just towards her, but toward himself too. People are saying this could seriously hurt him when it comes to custody of their kids. So the big question is Cardi really done this time? For real? For real? And what's gonna happen to Offset now that the laws got him locked in their sights? Let's be real. We don't have every detail about what's happening behind closed doors. But we do know what Cardi's been saying. And she sounds fed up. And let's not pretend, if she was lying, Offset would have already jumped online to call her out and try to flip the script. You know he wouldn't have stayed quiet. Offset's silence right now, it's screaming louder than words. And let's be real, it's not looking like Cardi's making any of this up. She's been trying to keep it classy for a while, even though Offset's been doing the most to drag her name through the mud. He's been working overtime just to make her look messy. But Cardi, she finally had enough. A few days ago, she hit up Twitter Spaces, her go-to spot to spill the tea, and exposed everything. And wow, she did not hold back. She opened up about how hard it's been dealing with Offset lately. She said she finally started dating again, only for Offset to hit back with pure disrespect. According to Cardi, he sent explicit old videos of the 2 of them to her new man. Yep, clips from when they were still together. She said she even filmed them herself back then. Let that be a warning, ladies. Think twice before filming anything freaky. But that's not even the worst part. Cardi also revealed that Offset has been bringing his new girl to Cardi's house, the one she paid for with her own money. Total disrespect. And get this, the new chick clearly didn't care one bit. When Cardi told her to quit posting pictures inside her house, the girl got bold and started talking back. Whew, the nerve. And girl, Cardi wasn't bluffing either. That new boo? She's been out here posting pics and full-blown videos from inside Cardi's house on Snapchat. Like, bold is an understatement. These side chicks are getting real brave lately. Like they forgot who they're messing with. Cardi is not the one to test. Let's not forget, this is the same woman who allegedly paid people to run up on Jade, Offset's other side piece, and Jade's sister. And what did the sister even do? Nothing, but she still caught those hands anyway. So for this new girl to be out here flexing in Cardi's home like it's hers, that's wild disrespect. She's clearly playing with fire and acting like she won't get burned. But the real scary part came when Cardi opened up about the threats. She said Offset has been making serious threats against her life, claiming he'd take her out and then himself if she didn't take him back. That's not messy. That's straight up dangerous. And when Cardi tried to warn his new girl by sending her the receipts, the girl didn't believe her. This ain't no joke. This type of situation is mad dangerous. We've seen too many women get caught in tragic endings with toxic exes and bitter baby daddies. It's heartbreaking how often this story repeats. And it rarely ends well. Jealousy's a beast, and it's clearly been eating Offset alive ever since Cardi dropped him. the way he's been acting these last 8 months. It screams one thing. He can't stand seeing her win without him. But it's not just jealousy. Turns out, Offset's about to be struggling out here. Word on the street is, without Cardi by his side, he's not worth nearly as much as he thought. And that might explain why he's been spiraling lately. An insider spilled that Cardi was the real breadwinner in that marriage. She's been out here stacking cash, saving, investing, boss moves only. Meanwhile, Offset? He's out here blowing money like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, they both brought in big money during their time together. But most of what's left now, that's Cardi's. And we're not talking small change. We're talking 95% of the wealth is in her name. She owns real estate too. There's the big home in Atlanta where she stays with the kids, and another spot in New Jersey where her mama lives. And guess what? Both of those are hers, bought with her money, not Offset's. So when you see him flexing online like he's still loaded, don't fall for it. That man spends faster than he earns, and the fame ain't hitting like it used to. Offset ain't exactly in demand these days, and to top it all off, rapper Lil J reportedly exposed that Offset owes him major money. According to a blind item, Offset hasn't been able to pay up, and folks are starting to talk. So here's the tea. This one rapper, yes, still technically married, has a serious gambling problem. Dude stays broke, and his wife got so fed up, she finally cut him off completely. No more handouts. So what does he do? He jets off overseas with some female friend and has her renting him a whole yacht for days, flexing like he's balling, but it's her money he's blowing. And according to another blind item, Cardi ain't playing either. Word is she cut him off from everything. No more bank access, no more funds, no more nothing. His financial faucet? Dry. And since Cardi's been his meal ticket lately, you'd think he'd humble himself and try to make things right. But nope. Instead of fixing things, he's acting out, like he's trying to provoke her into taking him back. It's obvious he still wants her, but he's too full of pride to admit it publicly. He knows the internet will eat him alive. So, what does he do? He starts causing trouble instead. When Cardi got pregnant, he tried to flip the script and accuse her of cheating. He even tweeted, "You F with a baby inside." Tell the truth. Bold, right? Then he doubled down, acting like she's the one chasing him, posting, "The fact you keep going shows you hurt. Leave me alone. Don't you got a ninja? Ain't we divorced?" But Cardi wasn't about to let that slide. She clapped back hard. Coming from the same one that had to DM me, "Oh, we can crashing out." Whew, it's messy out here. Offset was in his feelings. Salty because Cardi was headed to Paris, living her best life without him. She even said it herself. "You right. This the last time I'm talking about his lame self." She clapped back and made it crystal clear. I sat there and replied, "Everyone can see." "I don't want you. It's okay. I'm not going to talk about this no more. All love." And then he hit her with the classic, "You my baby mama. I won. Boy, please." Cardi wasn't about to let him play that tired narrative like she's still hooked on him. Nope. She blasted him with receipts. She came with the proof that he's been sliding into her DMS, practically begging for another shot. He texted her saying, "You don't want me." And she hit him right back with, "Not really." Brutal. Then he tried to get slick and asked, "Okay, you want somebody else?" Cardi wasn't here for the games. She said, "Upset, please." He kept pushing, saying, "Okay, I'll leave you alone. I just wanted to know." But the wildest part? He actually asked her, "Can I jay off while you on the phone?" Like, what is wrong with him? And the biggest slap to his ego? When he tried to act like she'd never find someone better, Cardi didn't just brush it off. She hit back hard. Not only did she find someone new, but she made it clear. He's richer than Offset, too. Now that's a power move. Offset was so salty over Cardi's clapbacks that he tried to flip the script and leaked their private texts to embarrass her. But joke's on him. All it did was make him look even worse. In one of the texts, Offset said, keep my child. Then he hit her with, why do you think you would lick for me? Like for real? Like me saying that was wrong? That's my baby. Like I sound desperate. For what and who? You? Number. Then he kept going. Before you continue getting effed, why not be mine anyways? 'Cause I ain't effed you and you wasn't prego when I was around. Phew, messy and bitter. But Cardi wasn't about to let that slide. She clapped right back, saying, you don't gotta answer the phone. Just wanted to show you why I don't F with you. Then she dropped a bomb. Everybody knows about you and Bree. Everyone knows that's your girlfriend. And to top it off, she said, you couldn't even stand up like a man for culture or Dea. And your mom robbed me cold. Like, wait a minute. Offset cheated, couldn't be a solid father, and his own mother was allegedly stealing from Cardi? A whole circus from top to bottom. Cardi even posted more receipts, showing how deep Offset still was in his feelings. In one text, he wrote, dang, you look pretty, come over. Cardi shut him all the way down, replying, I told you, you never getting this from me again, and I mean that. But Offset kept begging, saying, I want to smash. Why you being like that to me? You feel like you gonna be on me. If you do, I want you. Offset kept pushing, texting Cardi all kinds of wild stuff like, I miss your pee, I miss your face, you make on me. F. Like, sir, what? But Cardi hit him with a straight-up cold reply. I don't feel like I'm gonna be on you. Y'all just don't deserve. Period. Then Offset tried to flip the narrative, accusing her of using him for clout to boost her album. He said, nobody win the fan fight. Stop capping these people to make yourself look like a hoe. He even tried to gaslight her, saying, it ain't the look. You a fire woman. Good music. But you focus on D and trying to make me look bad. Focus, bro. This issue is whacked from both of us. Honestly, drop the album and go up. But Cardi wasn't buying it. She exposed that Offset had actually been deliberately dragging out the divorce by refusing to sign the paperwork. She said, well, date it. Because I'm single means I'm just worried about D. You sound like a dumb, trying to be fake nice after you did what you wanted from the beginning. Trying to push a narrative to these people. And then boom, she confirmed it. Congratulations, Offset signed the papers today as the date shows. So, all that delay? Yeah, it was looking like he didn't really want the divorce. But instead of manning up, he just kept acting messy. And here's the kicker. When Cardi started dating NFL star Stefon Diggs, guess who leaked the tea to DJ Academics? Offset. Yup, he did it on the low, thinking people would clown him if they found out he leaked it himself. That move was petty on a whole different level. Reports are flying that Cardi B allegedly got involved with NFL baller Stefon Diggs while pregnant. Word is, Offset found out by snooping through her phone. And what did he find? Nudes and spicy messages where Cardi was allegedly hyped to link up again with Diggs. And of course, he didn't keep it quiet. He supposedly ran and fed the tea straight to DJ Academics. But let's talk about Stefon and his brother Trevon for a sec. Both of them stay linked to Instagram models and have multiple kids. So people are already saying Cardi just swapped Offset out for another Offset. Whew! But here's the real heartbreaker. Instead of dealing with all this mess like a grown man, Offset's been taking his anger out on Cardi and the kids. According to Cardi, he completely ghosted their children during Christmas. No visit, no calls, no presents, nothing. But guess what? He did go out and get gifts for his other kids and made sure Cardi knew about it. Now that's just cold. Punishing the kids because he's mad at their mom? That's beyond messy. That's foul. And it hits even harder when you remember that their daughter, Culture, is a daddy's girl all the way. That little girl loves her dad. So imagine how confusing and painful this is for her. She didn't ask for any of this drama, yet she's the one feeling it the most. And just when you thought things couldn't get messier, boom, Offset pulled another shady move that had folks raising their eyebrows again. Insiders claim he's been trying to spin the narrative behind the scenes, telling mutual friends and industry folks that Cardi is hard to deal with, too bossy, and always needs control. But let's be real, that just sounds like code for she won't let him walk all over her anymore. Offset's whole energy lately has been giving bitter ex who lost the jackpot. Instead of healing and moving on, he's out here playing victim in private and acting reckless in public. And while Cardi's been busy focusing on her music, her brand, and raising her kids, Offset's been busy with sneak disses and fake narratives. But Cardi's not just staying quiet either. She's been subtly putting him in check every time. Fans notice that she's been dropping slick captions and liking shady tweets that call him out without even saying his name. It's all there, between the lines. And while Offset is busy pointing fingers, let's not forget, this is the same man who got caught cheating multiple times, blew through money like it grew on trees, and still had the nerve to act like he was the prize. At this point, people are starting to see the pattern. And it ain't looking good for Offset. If he thought turning the industry against Cardi was gonna work, he's seriously miscalculated, because Cardi's glow up, it's moving with or without him. Now here's where things get even dirtier. Offset's been moving real low lately, and fans are starting to notice a pattern. Instead of handling his business like a grown man, he's been caught lurking in the comments of shady blogs and liking posts that drag Cardi. Yep. Instead of stepping up, he's fueling the drama from the shadows. Sources say he's also been trying to block Cardi from certain brand deals and collabs behind the scenes. Apparently, he's been quietly warning industry folks not to work with her, claiming she's unprofessional and unpredictable. Like, sir, you were just crying in her DMs 2 weeks ago. Make it make sense. And let's not even talk about the groupies. Offset's been spotted out and about with random women, posting thirst traps like he's trying to prove something. But fans aren't fooled. Most are saying it looks like he's trying way too hard to show he's winning post-divorce, when really, it's giving pressed. Meanwhile, Cardi's been staying focused on her bag, her babies, and her peace. She's been out here booking shows, locking in deals, and keeping her circle tight. No messy rebounds, no attention-seeking stunts, just silent moves and louder wins. Offset might be out here trying to play the PR game, but Cardi's winning the real game, growth. And no amount of petty likes or slick shade is gonna stop that glow up. He had her, fumbled it, and now he's watching from the sidelines. Mad. And let's not act like Offset's the only one who's feeling the heat. His whole circle is starting to crack too. Word is, some of his own boys are quietly distancing themselves because they don't want to get caught up in his mess. Behind the scenes, they're saying Offset's too unpredictable, and they're tired of trying to defend him when he keeps fumbling publicly. One insider even claimed that some of Offset's own friends have been telling Cardi she was too good for him all along. Imagine that. Your own crew telling your ex she deserved better. Yikes. And things at home aren't looking much better. Sources say Offset's relationship with his other baby mamas has been rocky too. One of them allegedly confronted him for spending money on random women while dodging child support. That man is juggling chaos on all sides. Meanwhile, Cardi's been glowing up, minding her business, and slowly reclaiming her peace. Fans noticed she's been spending more time with family, traveling more, and even teasing new music that's got the internet buzzing. She's moving like a woman who finally dropped dead weight. But the most savage part? Cardi hasn't had to say much. Offset's been exposing himself just by spiraling. And the more he tries to control the story, the more people are waking up to who's really been doing who dirty. It's starting to look like Offset didn't just lose Cardi. He might be losing everything. Now here's where it gets real dark. Insiders claim Offset has been spiraling so bad behind the scenes. Some folks close to him are seriously concerned for his mental state. He's allegedly been shutting people out, partying too hard, and acting reckless with money he barely has left. One source even said he's been bouncing between different spots, barely sleeping, and snapping at anyone who questions him. And while he's out here spiraling, Cardi's been making strategic moves. She's cut ties with anyone leaking info, switched up her security team, and is keeping everything tight around her kids. People close to her say she's laser-focused on protecting her peace, and she's done giving Offset the benefit of the doubt. Fans have noticed too. They've been flooding social media with support for Cardi, calling Offset out for playing the victim while acting like the villain. One tweet even went viral saying, "Offset really fumbled the bag, the wife, and the family. Cardi gave him everything, and he gave her hell." And let's not forget, Cardi tried. She stayed through cheating scandals, online embarrassment, messy drama, and family betrayal. But at some point, even the realest ones get tired. And Cardi? She's done playing wife to someone who couldn't even act like a man. Now Offset's out here with nothing but regrets, trying to control a story that's already slipped out of his hands. Meanwhile, Cardi's booked, unbothered, and being loved out loud by the fans. No drama needed. So here we are now. Offset standing in the ruins of what used to be a power couple, and Cardi? She's out here looking like the one who dodged a bullet. Let's be real, he could have had it all. A loyal wife, a beautiful family, and a seat at the top right next to her. But instead of protecting that, he played games and lost big time. What's wild is that even now, Offset can't seem to admit he messed up. He's still trying to paint Cardi as the problem, like she didn't hold him down through everything. But the truth is catching up to him fast. People are watching the moves, comparing the receipts, and the court of public opinion, not on his side. And as for Cardi, she's flipping the pain into power. She's already teasing new tracks with lyrics that fans swear are aimed straight at Offset, and they're loving it. She's not crying over the mess anymore. She's using it as fuel. Rumor has it major brands are eyeing her for fresh campaigns, and she might even be cooking up a docuseries. One that spills everything we didn't see behind the scenes. If that drops, whew, Offset better log off the internet forever. At the end of the day, Offset underestimated Cardi B. And now he's learning the hard way what happens when you betray the wrong one. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. And Offset? He's the one left watching from the sidelines, trying to figure out where it all went wrong. And let's not forget, this ain't just gossip. This is a real woman's life unraveling in public while trying to keep her head up for her kids. Cardi's been holding it down through the chaos, heartbreak, and headlines, but behind the glam and the comebacks, she's human. And this whole situation has clearly taken a toll. Sources close to her say there were nights she cried herself to sleep, wondering how it all went from fairy tale to war zone. And even though she's snapping back stronger now, don't get it twisted. That strength came from pain, from betrayal, from being loyal to the wrong one. Meanwhile, Offset's been doing what he always does when backed into a corner: deflect, distract, and deny. No public accountability. No apology that actually means something. Just more mess, more shade, and more proof that he was never really ready for the woman Cardi became. But here's the truth. Cardi glowed up without him. She outgrew the chaos, outgrew the games, and outgrew the man who thought she'd never leave. And now, she's stepping into a new chapter with more clarity, more focus, and a lot more self-respect. Offset might try to spin it how he wants, but the world sees what's really going down. Cardi didn't break, she bossed up. And if he thought she was gonna stay quiet, stay heartbroken, or stay stuck, he forgot who he was dealing with. Like we've been saying, Cardi's been through hell dealing with Offset. And now, with these recent threats, things are looking more dangerous than ever. Sadly, it doesn't seem like it's calming down anytime soon. Some folks have been saying Cardi should reach out to Offset's family. Maybe they could talk some sense into him. But let's be real, that's not happening. If you know anything about Offset's family, then you already know. They don't hold him accountable. They enable him. They treat him like the center of the universe and refuse to admit when he's dead wrong. Remember when Offset's dad got involved in their drama? Instead of calling out his son for cheating, the man slammed Cardi on Facebook. Yeah, He was mad that she had the nerve to crash out after being cheated on. His post was basically, "Why didn't you just let him cheat in peace?" He wrote, "Social media is a powerful tool, but certainly no place for family situations. However, our youth, specifically my son's wife, doesn't understand that. She seems to want to take everything to social media without regard to the devastation it has on others, past, present, and future, or specifically what it does to the other children. My son is not innocent. He has done his share of dirt, but the whole scenario is a never-ending drama session." Like, what? Instead of holding his son accountable, he blamed the wife for not staying silent while getting disrespected. That's the type of mindset Cardi's been up against. Not just Offset, but a whole family defending the mess. Offset's dad didn't stop with that one shady post. He kept going, blaming everything on tit-for-tat mudslinging, and claiming Offset's mess was driven by jealousy, insecurity, and emotional issues. He painted him as just a 25-year-old with too much money, too many girls, and too many people gassing him up. Like that's an excuse for chaos? Then he threw even more shade Cardi's way, calling her a hot-headed female who's addicted to social media attention and claiming she's only adding fuel to the fire by being on Offset's level financially, or maybe even above. According to him, the whole situation was doomed from the jump. Real supportive, right? So yeah, it's clear Cardi can't count on Offset's family for backup. They're basically just brushing off all his behavior. But the difference now? Cardi's not letting any of it slide anymore. Reports say she's allegedly gotten the law involved. Offset embarrassing her online is one thing, but threatening her life? That's serious. And it looks like Cardi's finally drawing the line. Police haven't confirmed charges yet, but word is there might be enough proof to pull Offset in for questioning. And that could be the beginning of a bigger reckoning. Plus, Cardi already requested primary custody in the divorce, and Offset's wild behavior might actually help her lock that down for good. And it doesn't stop there. Some are saying Offset could also risk losing custody of his other kids, too. Not that he seems too pressed. One of his baby mamas already put him on blast for being completely absent anyway. Before Cardi came into the picture, one of Offset's baby mamas even admitted that she was the one who pushed him to actually step up and be a father. She said Cardi forced him to be present, to show up, to be consistent, and to give those kids the love they deserved. She even said, she loves him. They're really good now. He's stepped up and been around lately to show her the affection she needs. A mother can't do that for a father. And honestly, that says a lot. Cardi helped him grow in ways nobody else could. She leveled him up, not just financially, but as a man and as a dad. She gave him stability, family, and a second chance at doing life right. But what did he do with all that? He fumbled hard. Now, the whole situation is straight up chaotic. But you gotta give Cardi her props. She's not treating this like some tabloid soap opera. She's handling things like a woman with something to protect. Her peace, her children, and her legacy. Let's just hope Offset wakes up and gets his life in order before it's too late. Because at this point, he's not just losing a wife. He's losing respect, support, and possibly even access to his own kids. But now, I really want to know what y'all think. Is Offset truly done? Is he out here acting up because he's popped, broke, and spiraling in jealousy? Or is there more to the story that we haven't even seen yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay in the loop with all the latest tea. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll catch you in the next video.